Hey, what's going on guys, Craviator here. Today we're back with a new video and we're going to be doing a Q&A video which I decided to do a few months ago but haven't got round to it like a lot of other videos I was supposed to be doing, but in Craviator fashion I just haven't got around to. So yeah, we're going to do some questions and answers or Q&A. I posted on Twitter a few months ago and we're going to answer some of the questions from there. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first question we have is from TPR, the TPR official team, who now is actually part of Sauber. The first question they say is, why are you like the annoying little brother we needed but never asked for? Well, that's a good question, because I'm actually really good friends with a lot of the TPR guys, and I used to be actually TPR Craviator a long time ago, before I joined JSR, and I don't know why I'm like the annoying little brother. I guess everyone needs an annoying little brother, but we don't always ask for it, but sometimes we get it, so there you go. Next question is from JSR Devon, a fellow teammate. How did you get into acting? Joke about Australia being fake and Aussies all being actors. Well, being from Australia, I can say this is true. We are all fake, we do not exist, and we are all actors being paid for a massive ruse. So, thanks Devon for ruining the joke for us, and now everyone knows that we're fake. Moving on to the next one. This is from Williams Roadrunner. He goes, how many marshmallows can you fit into your mouth? Video proof needed. Also asking for a friend. Well, the answer to this is none, because I have a fear of marshmallows, so I will not put marshmallows in my mouth at all, even for money. And I like money, but I guess for enough money I would put some marshmallows in my mouth, but for this I am not going to demonstrate or give you guys proof on how many I can put in my mouth, because it's just not happening. Sorry Roadrunner, it's just not happening. Another member of JSR Jersey, he goes, have you ever tried to put a Malteser up your ass? I can say that I haven't. So, yeah, I haven't tried to stick a Malteser up my ass. Jap Speed Racing says, why are you our leader? Well, some things you just don't get to choose in life, and this is one of them. So, you're stuck with me, and bad luck. Another team member, South, he goes, why do you use 100 and 0 on every diff? Well, that's because I like to live dangerously, and I do believe that is the quickest way and the best way for a car to turn on and off throttle. So that's why I have 100 and 0. Plus I used to play previous Forza games, and I learned how to drive cars with that diff. So now I have become accustomed to the 100 and 0 life. Moving on to the next one, we have Jota Commando asking, does KravNav take AAA or AA batteries? It indeed takes AAA, but you need about 4 of them to put into the back of the pack, so yeah, you're gonna have to stock up on your AAA batteries. Forza RC commentator and presenter Ali Tak has asked, over the last months, many community teams have merged with larger organizations / clans, but Jap Speed Raising has remained independent. As one of the founders, has that been an idealistic choice, or are you just waiting for the right offer? Now that is a really good question, Ali. So the future of Jap Speed Raising is very, very up in the air right now. I can say a few things. considering we are mainly a Forza-based team, would it be wise to go to an organization? If so, an organization wanted to pick us up, yes and no, because one, we want, yes, for one, we would like the support of a large organization to help us grow and better ourselves and become more professional. And no, we don't want just any organization to take over Jap Speed Racing, because they still have to have the same beliefs as Jap Speed Racing. Otherwise, there's not really much point of having us be a part of an organization that doesn't believe in the same beliefs that we do. And as one of the founders of Jap Speed Racing, I always got to look after my main interest is my drivers. My number one interest is the drivers, so I've always got to look into their best interests as well. So lots of teams nowadays have, well, a few organizations now, such as Williams and Red Bull Racing, and also I'm trying to think of a couple of more, Lazarus and Sauber, and also I guess Veloce as well, Veloce/Sauber. They've all picked up a few drivers now. Now, I have a lot of drivers. Well, not exactly a lot. Probably 10 competing drivers who compete mainly in the Forza RC, and some in the Project Cars scene. So I got to think of 10 people's interests before I can make a decision on which organization is good for us, or do we go to independent and stuff like that, because I don't particularly want anyone to be left out at all. There was a situation with another team who I'm not going to say, probably people already know, that wasn't the best outcome for some of the drivers, but that's why I always think of my drivers first. And we'll see. There's some pipelines in the work, but I can't exactly tell everyone what's going on. But look out for the future for JSR. Moving on, Mugs asked, how did you get so good at Forza? Example, where did your journey in racing games begin? Well, my Forza journey began from Forza 1, which was when it first came out. Unfortunately, I didn't have an internet connection back then, so I just started with the career. Moving on towards the end of Forza 2 Life, I got Xbox Live, and I started doing a couple of leaderboards here and there. I wasn't very good back then. Like, I was complete and utter terrible. I think my best time was like top 900 or top 800. Then Forza 3 came along, and I decided to try and find a team to help me along. And because I had no idea about the tuning and stuff like that, I joined the original SBR team, which was Scuderia Brazil Racing. And those guys were very, very fast back in the day, with some great help and great insight. And from there on, Forza 4 onwards, I just kept on doing laps and laps and laps. That's all you can do really to get better. First the number 1 time, top 10 time, top 50, top 100. Just keep going and going until you just keep bettering yourself in Forza, and that's all you can do really. That's pretty much the only thing you can do to get better, is just practice, and yeah, eventually you might get good enough to race in some of the big esports events, or you might not. It just depends on how much time you put into the game. And yeah, Horde's question is, do you think the current track selection in Forza needs to be updated with new tracks and more layouts that tracks has? 100% it does need more tracks, more layouts of that said track. I would say no, because I would prefer 50 new tracks, all brand new tracks, no extra layouts, than 6 tracks with 8 layouts each, and different different night versions, rain versions. I prefer this 50 new tracks over that 100% every day, all day. Um, the track selection has, I believe, gotten a bit dim in Forza, and it's not as good as it used to be, especially on the newer consoles. Um, Again, going back to a long time ago, Forza 4 had some very good tracks, a lot of good Japanese tracks, Spanish tracks, actually not Italian tracks, Spanish tracks definitely. It also had a lot of Japanese and also a few more American tracks, which were really good. Some of the fantasy tracks were to me a lot better, and they were actually like proper race tracks over the ones that are in the game now. So you had Sunset Peninsula, Sedona, Camino, Rally to Positano, Amalfi Coast. All those types of tracks were amazing, but unfortunately we don't have them anymore, and we've been replaced with tracks like Prague and Prague. And I guess Rio. I don't particularly like Rio. I don't think it fits the franchise. There is a couple of layouts which are okay, but overall it's not a fun track. And that's just my opinion. You know, there's probably people that love Rio and all that kind of stuff. But definitely yes, for more new tracks, less layouts. That's the way it should be. Sweden Pro asks, how old are you? I am 25 years old. Turismo asks, is Razor the fastest? Well, he's gonna have a massive head after I say this, but yes, Razor is the fastest driver there will ever be. I don't think anyone will ever do or accomplish what he can do. Yes, he's just the fastest driver. He just doesn't compete. But yeah, he's just an alien, not from this planet. GTR Can't Touch says, do you still enjoy playing Forza now, or did you like it more when you started? I would say I liked it more when I started than it is today's day and age Forza. I think back then the game was just way more fun to play, had way more content. There was so many different features you had, and more features than there is today. To be honest, I'm not fussed. I'm not overly impressed over the Forzas over the last couple of years, especially Forza 5, which was absolutely dreadful. Forza 6 was okay, still lacked a lot of features, and Forza 7, I feel like they've just lost the idea of what the Forza Motorsport game used to be like. I think the decision making is probably not as good as it used to be, and it's a shame because Forza used to be a really, really great game, and it had so many people, and had great potential to take off and be something completely different, but unfortunately it didn't. So maybe in the next one it might be a lot better, but I'm not holding my breath for anything. Recently I started on the wheel, and the wheel has been a lot of fun, something new at least for Forza. So other than that, I can't really say anything else really. It used to be fun, and not as much now. GG Racing says, how did you start the team of JSR? It started with myself JSR Nismo and JSR Razor JDM back in the beginning of Forza 6. We wanted a team to make just have a great team of Forza players who are quick. There's no issues or anything like that, no drama. We're us three were drama free people, you know, when we just wanted the same people, the same type of people, like-minded people who just were quick and just like to have a laugh and have some fun and set some times which are on the leaderboard and do some racing and all that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much what JSR has been throughout its entire history. The people that are in it today, the people that have been in previous, who've left, come and gone, they've all been the same. Like, they just wanted drama-free fun, and yeah, everyone gets along with everyone. And that's what's great about JSR. The JSR teams is, you know, we don't care about politics or drama or anything like that. We just want to have a good time and not let anyone ruin it ruin our fun, so to speak. So yeah, me, Nismo and Razor. Nismo doesn't play anymore. Razor will come on once in a blue moon, and me, I just play around with the guys, doing some Forza stuff here and there. But other than that, that's pretty much how JSR started, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's it for the Q&A, guys. Thank you for your wonderful questions. If you have any more questions, please throw them in the comments below. I will try and get to them and answer as many as I possibly can. Other than that, guys, thank you once again for your questions. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, you can like the video and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.